and 2 new Chief Justices. That's all coming up right here on Spinnaker News. Hello, Ospreys. I'm Annie Black, and you're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. A potential hostage situation took place on campus on March 25th late at night. A university police officer was sent out after a student said she saw a man in the middle of the Osprey Landing courtyard with a pillowcase over his head taped to a chair. The UPD officer did not see the man but did find a volleyball-sized ball of duct tape and a note that said, quote, $50,000 or we pull the trigger, end quote, in the elevator. The witness gave a written statement that said when she walked by the man taped to the chair, she saw another man in a blue shirt running away and laughing. UPD did not say whether or not there would be further investigation. And Ozzy will be joining Martin Luther King Jr. and Gandhi as a statue on campus pretty soon. A 7-foot-tall version of our school mascot will be put in between the Student Union and the College of Health and Sciences, according to Senate Student Advocate Alan Sepoy. The statue will be paid for by the Vice President of Student Affairs Office. And 2 new associate justices were voted at the Senate meeting March 10th after being nominated by Carlo Fassi himself. Skylar Froud and Daniel Coker were nominated for the positions after interviewing with the Chief Justice, Attorney General, and President Fassi. Sophomore Froud said, quote, I really like the idea of this job because if students have a problem or if they don't think something is fair, I can step in and I can do something to help them, end quote. And it is time for weather. It's kind of a pretty day. Hopefully it stays that way. Here's Lindsay.
Hey everyone, Lindsay Kilbride here with your Spinnaker News weather report. Today's forecasted to warm up a bit. We're starting off right now with temperatures in the 50s, but it should warm up to a high of 68 degrees. Luckily, wind gusts will be decreasing in speed, cut in half from earlier this week at 28 miles per hour to just 14. I would still recommend wearing layers. A light jacket should do the trick because it still won't be up into the 70s yet. There's no rain forecasted, so it's going to be a really clear day. And tonight we'll get down to a low of 60 degrees, so not too chilly there either. That's all I have today. And before I pass it back to Annie, let's check out the weather for the weekend with our 3-day forecast.
Thank you, Lindsay. That was a very wonderful weather report. Now it's time for sports. Here's Christian.
Hey there, Ospreys. I'm Christian Rui here with your Spinnaker Sports Report. The Savannah State Tigers emerged with a 2-1 victory in 10 innings last night over North Florida, splitting the 2-game season series. Savannah State won the game on a bases-loaded 2-out error in the bottom of the 10th. The only North Florida run came in the top of the 8th, trailing 1-0. Pitcher Corbin Olmstead was 2 for 5 in the game, collecting his 4th straight multiple-hit game. North Florida will stay in the state of Georgia this weekend to continue Atlantic Sun play against defending regular season champion Mercer. Game 1 will be on Friday at 6 o'clock p.m. in Macon, Georgia. Well, that's what I have for sports today. Let's toss it back to Annie at the desk.
Thanks, Christian. That's it for today on Spinnaker News. Remember, you can keep yourself updated and informed with all of the latest UNF news stories at unfspinnaker.com. Also, be sure to like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter as well at UNF Spinnaker. For Lindsay Kilbride and Christian Roy, I'm Annie Black. Have a great day, Ospreys.